Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to talk to you guys today about returns and some things that you may not have considered with your 30-day return. We're going to talk about that, and wanted to talk to you about an update that came across with eBay's answer to some of our concerns about the whole shipping problem and how that's being counted against us in our account. And just wanted to talk to you guys in general. So without any further ado, let's go. So as you guys see, I'm in my garage today, and just wanted to change it up a little bit. Wanted to show you a little bit later in the video some of the ways I'm trying to organize, or we're trying to organize. My wife spent a lot of time going through a lot of these items. But before we talk about that, wanted to talk to you about a couple topics here. And that is, the first one is returns. So most of you guys have 30-day returns set up on your account, whether the buyer pays or whether it's free returns. Some of you guys still have no returns at all, which makes no sense, because again, if a buyer wants to force a return, they can certainly force one and you're on the hook to pay for the shipping. In my evaluation, most buyers are honest. I offer 30-day buyer pays returns. Most buyers are honest, at least they have been with my experiment here over the last 6 months. And most people are returning the item when they make a mistake and they're paying for the label. And when it's my mistake, of course, it doesn't matter what return policy I have set, I'm paying for that return label anyway. So 30-day returns. So let's say, and I want to know what you guys think. I want to get your opinion on this because I thought about this, and we offer 30-day returns. So let's say someone buys an item from you back in November, like early, mid, maybe even latter part of November, and that item's a gift. Okay, so the item arrives, they don't think anything of it, they wrap it up, put it under the tree, and Christmas morning they find it's the wrong color, it's not the right item, maybe it doesn't function the way that they thought it would, or they just don't like it. Now, Christmas Day, the 25th, might be more than 30 days from when they bought the item from you. So my question to you guys, and leave the information down below, comment down below, how are you guys handling that situation? Are you going to accept the return after 30 days? You know, most retailers, brick and mortar retailers, are offering, you know, returns until like mid-January. So how are you going to handle that with your business? For me, I'll tell you how I'm going to handle it. I sell mostly open box customer return items. I do sell some brand new items, but those are few and far between. Maybe 10% of the items I sell actually have never been opened, and those are brand new. And I take the time to evaluate, to test, to inspect, to make sure that these items work as they should. And because I do that, I don't get a whole lot of returns on the functionality side. I usually get returns when someone misunderstands the listing, or if someone may have bought the wrong color, or maybe they bought it for the wrong thing, or they don't know how to use it. And so now they're coming to me, or they'll be coming to you on the 26th of December or later, expecting that same return policy that Walmart gives them. And we're now beyond the 30-day period, and you get that notification. Here comes the notification beyond 30 days where eBay wants you to step in and still offer a return to that customer. And because it's past 30 days, you now have the option to either accept the return or to reject the return. What are you going to do? Now, I am going to, in most cases, reject the return, and here's why. Because I'm sending an item out, these are open box items, I'm expecting my customer, whether it's for them or if it's a gift, to know that it's in the listing, and I want them to inspect the item upon receipt. Just like we inspect the item on a return upon receipt, it's already opened, it's not shrink wrapped, it's not new, and so pretty much I'm going to stick with eBay's policy. I am going to deny most return requests that I receive that are over 30 days. So again, I'm curious to see your rationale, what your thought process is, and exactly how you plan on handling returns. I look at it like this. We take enough flack from eBay as sellers. Now, I don't want to put one on the customer at all, but we are made to bend over backwards for most of their policies. And so I'm going to stick with the 30-day return policy for the most part. Maybe I'm a bad guy for doing that, but unless I've made a mistake, I'm not accepting that return. So again, please comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. On another topic, and before I begin, do me a favor, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who have actually subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that notification bell. So when I come out with a new video, usually about twice a week, you'll be notified and you'll be able to receive this information. And the information on the next thing I want to talk to you about is about the shipping. And so we know many of you have had numerous packages that are still en route, still in transit, beyond the actual date that eBay, for some godforsaken reason, eBay has decided to give customers an actual delivery date around the holidays during a pandemic. And so these customers are now coming to you wanting to know where my package is. And some people are so caught up into their own world that they really don't care that it's around the holidays. They don't care that there's a pandemic. They just want their package. Some are more understanding than that. Most are more understanding than that. But you have your customers out there who are only worried about their situation and can care less about, this happening. It's your problem. So in a previous video, and I'll link that up right here. In a previous video, I discussed with you what eBay is going to do for the seller. And eBay has come out with an update on the 16th, an update to that policy as to what they're going to do for us sellers. And I'll go ahead and tell you what that is. Update: as of Wednesday, December 16th, for transactions occurring November 15th through December 31st, we're adding the following seller protections. We will automatically remove any defects for item not received, cases closing without seller resolution, as well as associated negative or neutral feedback if these two conditions are met, and they are: tracking was uploaded and has physical scan from the carrier before the case was opened. So if USPS or FedEx scans that package, okay, before the customer opens up that case, that item not as received case, and a delivery scan shows the item was delivered before the case was closed, okay? So they need to see actual history on that package. They need to see that the item was actually delivered. And now your customer comes back at you and leaves a negative feedback because eBay promised it to me on the 20th and I didn't get it until the 27th after Christmas, and how dare you ruined my Christmas. I can already see these emails coming, but it's not our fault as a seller, and this is what eBay is doing for us. As long as those two conditions are met, then you're going to be okay. Now, also, these cases will not impact your service metrics rating as well. eBay says, we will also remove negative or neutral feedback related to a late delivery automatically if an item arrives late but tracking shows that you shipped on time. So even if the item shows late, you shipped on time, they're going to remove the negative or neutral feedback as well. Now, this is not something that's going to happen automatically. You're going to have to request a callback from eBay or go and use their chat feature and have that representative remove that feedback for you. For items in transit, we are keeping cases open for an additional 10 days from the time the buyer asked eBay to step in to allow additional time for item to be delivered. So they open up that item not as received case. In the past, I believe eBay gives you like 2 or 3 days to respond before they decide in favor of the buyer and give them a full refund on your behalf. In this case, it's 10 days from when they actually open the item not as received case. And so you guys have to keep that in mind. You do have a little bit more time, and you should be communicating during that time with your customer. I find that most customers are reasonable And as long as you're communicating with them, explain eBay's policy, explain that we have a 10-day process, that eBay is asking sellers and buyers to wait before further action is taken. Customers are going to be more willing to follow that if eBay is sanctioning this, and if you tell them that, then if you just sound like you're a seller saying, hey, wait another 10 days. It comes off a lot better when you explain to them, per eBay's updated holiday policy, we're asked to give 10 days before eBay can do anything with a refund or whatnot. Now, it still stinks that we have to give a refund for an item that's en route. But, what I would say to do is, as soon as that customer opens up the item not as received case, go to USPS.com, maybe FedEx.com, and open up a lost item claim, because everyone has, I believe, at least $50 shipping insurance on a USPS priority mail package. And if you send it priority mail, even if you've bought insurance or not, you're insured up to $50. And so for that reason, you can open a claim for that item that has not been received. And what I find that usually lights a fire under USPS, and within a few days, that item is actually delivered. It's just a miraculous thing. I don't know what it is, but someone gets that claim, they don't want to pay the claim, they find the item and it gets delivered. And now that's not in all cases. I'm sure many of you are going to put something down below saying how that didn't happen for you. But from my experience and the few cases I've had to deal with over the last couple months, that's exactly how it went down. Thankfully, I haven't lost money because of this, but I think a lot of it is communicating with your buyer. Now, eBay has also added this whenever a customer is looking for their tracking information on eBay.com. This is what they've added to the actual tracking information, that little graphic that comes up. And it says, high shipping volumes are causing some delays. Please allow extra time. Okay. And so it only confirms what we're going to tell them. So if they've seen eBay tell them, hey, there's delays with shipping, and we tell them, hey, there's delays in shipping, they're still not going to be happy they don't have Aunt Thelma's gift for Christmas. But most people will be understanding. Maybe next year you should buy Aunt Thelma's gift a little bit earlier, so that when these delays come up, you're not faced with getting it late or after Christmas. Now, I'm still selling items right now. I'm sure most of you are still selling items. Some of you have said you're going to shut down your store until after the holidays, which is understandable. But for me, I am still selling items, and it's very possible someone not far from me can order an item and receive it before Christmas. But in most cases, that ain't happening. And so hopefully they're understanding when they order that item last minute. You shouldn't have waited so long to order. Don't wait until the week before Christmas and expect us sellers to get that item to you just a little bit too late. The last thing, as I told you at the beginning of the video, just wanted to give you guys a look at some of the stuff that we received in those pallets. This is mostly clothing, and while I don't usually do the clothing, my wife does. She does it on Poshmark. She does it on eBay as well. And we just have so much stuff we have to start getting listed, but I don't see us listing this stuff until after the holidays. So she's working on an inventory system, something that we're probably going to cover in a future video for those of you who sell clothes. But she's got her own dedicated room for the clothing, and she's been working like crazy to get it going. But I want to show you just some of the things that we pulled out of these customer return pallets. So here we go. We have this is our winter clothing. So she sorted this by winter clothing, and I asked her to do it this way because by her sorting it by winter clothing and then spring, summer clothing, we can get this stuff listed while we still have a couple more months for winter. And so you have a I don't know how to, even if that's even Lixac. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Lixaca. I don't know, but it's brand new with tags, and you know, pretty nice looking jacket. It's a return. You know, again, it's from Amazon. Brand new pair of Levi's, some nice looking jeans, 569s. Okay, I like that. Savon, I guess it's a like a nurse's top, if I had to guess. I don't know if that's really winter. We have a, looks like the Nightmare Before Christmas. And I'm not going to really open these up. I'm not going to make work for her, but I think that's like a Nightmare Before Christmas sweater. Lemang 5 Cats. I've never heard of this stuff, but it looks like an outfit of some sort. But just to give you guys kind of a real quick idea, and I'm not going to go through any more boxes, but I just kind of want to give you an idea. Most of these things are new with tags. Some of them, you know, like this one has a tag still. So some of them do not. And of course, you go through, you inspect it, make sure there's not any imperfections in the item. If there is, you can still list it, but you have to mention that. And, you know, Grey's Anatomy active professional wear. So again, that looks like a nurse's shirt. Some Dickies, Relax Fit Carpenter jeans. And so this is just one of, and I'll pan over here, one of the many boxes that we have. Now I have some home goods right here. That's the returns that I usually deal with. These are more in the home category, so you know, your small appliances. That whole wall of boxes right there is just clothing, and we're talking brand new. About 75% of these returns on the clothing side are brand new. You know, people get the item and you know, it doesn't fit, doesn't feel right. They never remove the tags because they don't wear them, and they send it back. And of course, those of you who sell clothing know that some of these people, they go in and they do a rental, and they rent your clothing and expect you to take the return. That's going to happen, and I'm sure Amazon also experiences that phenomena as well. So that's pretty much what I have with the clothing, and I just wanted to give you an idea of what we're going to be dealing with here quite a bit as I start going through a lot of my open box returns and running out of those things. I'm going to help her list these items as well. So that's what I have for you guys today. Do me a favor. Again, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment down below, guys. If you have any comments about the returns, your 30-day return policy that we discussed with Christmas, how are you going to handle those requests? You know, what do you think about eBay's updated policy in helping us navigate through some of these late packages that we're seeing? So just comment down below. I always look forward to reading your comments. I try to reply when I can. I've been sort of busy lately doing a couple other little projects here, getting ready for the holidays and traveling, you know, traveling with my wife to go visit the kids. So I've been pretty busy. Haven't had a chance to really read a lot of the comments the last couple days, but I plan on getting to that here very soon. So guys, I know it's the week before Christmas. Keep your head up. Let's get ready for 2021. But you know, keep selling, keep listing, and guys, just know one thing: flipping ain't easy. And we'll talk to you again here a little bit before Christmas, and have a great rest of your week.